Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Acts. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create some ambient guitar tones in Logic Pro X. Now, in my opinion, the amp designer that comes with Logic isn't great. There are far better amp sim plugins that come from other third-party developers. But there's a couple of really good sounds in there. Now, the clean sounds for me far outshine any of the gainy sounds that you can get from this plugin. So what we're going to do today is just to have a look at the clean sounds. So the first thing I'm going to do is go down to my audio effects and go to amps and pedals, and let's load in Amp Designer. Now, the first one that pops up is an AC30 type amplifier. So let's have a quick listen to that. Now, straight out of the box, it sounds okay. It's a little bright. I know I'm using a Telecaster, but we can really sort that out. So let's bring the treble right back and turn the gain up to about 3 o'clock. Let's bring the master back just a tad. Okay, now that's really sorted out the brightness and the tone of the guitar as we've really increased the gain from the amplifier, so we've given it some more body. Now, the shining part of this plugin is the tremolo effect, so let's just turn that on. Now, we can either sync that to the tempo of the song, which is 120 BPM, or we can make it free time. Let's speed up. And let's bring the depth up just a little bit more. Now, another way of really controlling the harshness that you get from this plugin is to move the microphone. So we're just going to move it slightly off of axis here. And now we can bring the treble back up just a tad. So we've got the first part of the guitar sound here. Now let's load in a compressor just before the amplifier. So I'm just going to click above the amp, going to go to amps and pedals again, and let's load in pedal board. Now all we're going to do here is just to load in a compressor straight into the first slot. Bring the level back just a little bit. Now let's load in a delay plugin. So I'm going to click on my sends down here, and we're going to choose bus 1. Now in my first send, I'm going to go into my audio units, and I'm going to load in a DSP plugin, and I'm going to use the EC300. So instantly that's given us some really nice stereo width, and it's a really nice emulation of a tape-based delay. Right, let's turn the mix up full. And let's dampen down the highs just a little bit, just so we remove them away from the guitar signal. Right, just going to give it a little bit of saturation. And also, let's give it some feedback. So next, let's load in some reverb, and let's go to bus 2. And in my first slot here, I'm going to load in Chromaverb. We're going to use the mono to stereo one as we want it to be a stereo reverb. Okay, we're going to use a preset. Let's go down to our synth reverbs and let's use generic synth hall. And let's turn up the send. Now, one of the things that I really love about Chromaverb is this little freeze function. So you can play a chord and you can push freeze and it just holds that chord. I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. I really hope you guys got something out of that. Don't forget to like and subscribe and you'll be notified of any future videos that come out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul and I'll see you next time. Cheers.